records for the NASDAQ, for the S&P 500 in the last session. The Dow on pace for its best month since 1987. The Russell on pace for its best month since its inception in 1984. Have we pulled a lot forward?
I think we have pulled a lot forward. I was hoping we could just keep talking about French fries. But, I think we have pulled a lot forward, and there's a little bit of a risk through the end of the year that we have some of that steam kind of come off. It could come off in some of the economic data, could come off in the market. But I think that this is something that investors can and should look through. If we have a little bit of a wobble, we'll call it 3 to 7%, anything that could happen before the end of the year, I would see that as a buying opportunity. And you really have to look out 3 to 6 months and think to yourself, are things going to be better than they are today? And I think the answer to that is yes.
They are going to be better, and I sure hope they will be better. But at the same time, Liz, we had, 93% of the S&P 500 report earnings so far. A lot of them have exceeded expectations. I mean, but many companies still are not forecasting for next year. So how do we look at earnings in terms of 3 to 6 months from now? Things will be better, but what is the market actually pricing in terms of profits, and do we have that visibility?
Right. So I don't think we have that visibility yet. And a lot of the earnings data that's come in the second half of this year certainly has been positive from a surprise perspective, but the bar was low. So once we get into 2021, the expectations are going to go up. I would expect that more companies start to give guidance, as they should, particularly in the second quarter. So I think timing is the key factor here. The fourth quarter, getting through the end of the fourth quarter, probably going to be a little bumpy. First quarter, we probably have some lingering effects, not only here, but especially in Europe, from shutdowns, from increases in cases, and just winter in general. But once we get into the second quarter of next year, I would expect more clarity from companies. I would expect more focus on fundamentals from stocks, particularly in the U.S. And I'd expect a pretty healthy recovery, both in the market and in the economy, starting abroad.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.